Hello there, it's so nice to meet you. My name is Rina and welcome to the first video in 2022. I haven't made any video at all since November last year, and that's because I've been in such a deep reading slump that I didn't know what to make. But I am back, and today I'm going to be talking about books that I would like to read or finish in 2022. I decided to make this video because I wanted to get into reading again, and I thought that it might help me getting out of my reading slump. I'm just going to go quickly through all the list of books that I would like to read, and I hope you can get something out of this video. We are going to be starting with The Secret History by Donald Todd. This book, I have read like half of it already, and it is amazing. It is about this cult, elite groups who study with this professor about Greek mythology, and they have such a pretentious bunch of people. They end up killing one of their friends, and it is just a book about mystery and thriller, and it's just the kind of book that I love. And I heard so many great things about it, that's why I decided to start this book, and I would love to finish it by the end of 2022. Next, Love Gelato by Jenna Evan. This book is about this girl who has to go to live in Italy with a man who she doesn't know, and it just shows her life in Italy. It sounds so wholesome. I heard a lot of people say it is such a wholesome love story, and I wanted to pick it up just because I wanted something light to read, and this just sound like the vibe. It sounds like Studio Ghibli kind of books. Next, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte and Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This two book is a classic. I have read through half of Jane Eyre already, but I didn't finish it yet because it's so hard to get through classic. That's why I am deciding to pick it up again and just finishing it. I really love to finish classic book. I'm trying to get into classic literature because I wanted to be this pretentious scholar, and in my brain I have to read classic to become one. Next book is a poetry. It is Because a Woman's Heart is Like a Needle at the Bottom of the Ocean by Sugar Magnolia Wilson. I want to get into poetry, and it's just something that I think that I can read while before bedtime, or read whenever I get bored, because it's just poetry. Six of Crow duology by Leigh Bardugo. I love Leigh, and every book of her I would love to read. And Six of Crow and Crooked Kingdom, those two books I have promised myself that I will finish it this year, because I think the next season 2 of Shadow and Bone will be out soon, and I just wanted to catch up, and I wanted to see more into the world because I really miss Shadow and Bone. Next is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is also a classic book, and everyone who read classic recommend it as a beginner book. So I would love to take a look at it as well, and I used to be so obsessed with vampire. So I think this is gonna be great. So moving on, The Diary of a Bookseller by Bethel Sean. This book sounds interesting, The Diary of a Bookseller. I would love to see of how the bookseller encounter many people who come to buy books. So this book, I don't know anything about it at all. It's just that the title of it intrigued me, and I want to read it. Next is Kiki Delivery Service by Iko Cardono. I'm sorry if I butcher any of this name. I don't know how to pronounce names, but this book, I have watched the film by Studio Ghibli, and I am in love with it. So I decided that I wanted to read the book as well. It is about this young witch who moved to the city so that she can make a career for herself, and it's just talking about her life, and I hope that it's as wholesome as the film. It's gonna be I think, a lot more detail. The next book is also a classic, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I heard that Leo Tolstoy wrote such an amazing book. I just wanted to get into his work, so I decided to read Anna Karenina, and also I have his book right here. So yeah, I'm going to start and going to try to finish it. How Moving Castle is also just a book that I want to read because of the film. It's Studio Ghibli, and this book, I heard that it's like more detail and like more stuff that is inside this book. So I wanted to just read it to find out like the thing that is missing from the film. It is by Diane Wayne Jones. Next is Stacy, Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book I want to read because I love Taylor. Like, she wrote such an amazing book. I have read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I just wanted to read this one as well. And the last book, Aristotle and Dante discover the secret of the universe by Benjamin. Just like, have you seen the title? Like, it sounds so interesting. It sounds so fascinating. It made me curious. What did Aristotle and Dante find in the universe? Yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and get some recommendation from this video, and I will see you in my next video.